Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got for you this holographic New Year's look. It is pretty easy to do, so I'm going to show you how I did that. And I started off on this set I had done previously for a Christmas look that I actually was not able to post due to some video issues. Wah, wah, wah. It was very frustrating. I know it's been a while and I apologize for that. I did have that Christmas video recorded, but actually what happened is I had recorded it in slow-mo on my phone, which I didn't realize. So when I tried to speed it up to regular speed, it got very blurry and you could not see the detail in the nails. So I ended up just scrapping that. But the part of that video where I did these pastel kind of ombre nails, that was recorded regularly. So after this New Year's look, I will be taking this polish off and I will be doing a look with the pastel set because I think it is gorgeous. So I saved that to make sure I had that available to show you guys how I did that. So anyways, let me just remind you guys, please be sure to hit subscribe and the notification bell so that you never miss out on a video. So also, I needed to let you guys know, because of the holidays, because my kids are home from school on break, it is loud right now. I don't have anywhere to go where it's going to be quiet, so I apologize if you hear a lot of background noise. But that is going to be this one, and probably my next video will be that way. I'm only obviously had one this week, and I'll only have one next week. But after that, I will go back to 3 videos a week, every single week. I'm going to put a poll in the iCards. I want you guys to let me know, do you prefer Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday? Or do you prefer Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday? I will upload whenever you guys prefer it, so let me know. Anyways, so I used a Model 1's white, their Edelweiss white to do a couple nails, and then I used the Beetles number 6 black gel polish, 2 coats of that on 2 of the nails. And now I'm going to go in with some liquid latex and go around the cuticles just to keep the pigment off my cuticles since it can be hard to clean up. So, because I'm going to be going in with a pigment, this glue gel by She Modern, it is specifically designed to work with pigments. It's very sticky and it works perfectly with the pigments. So I applied that onto all of my nails, cured that for 30 seconds, and then I'm going to go in with this holographic pigment by, I got it on Born Pretty, so if I can find that again, if the link's still good, I will make sure I post it in the description. Everything is always linked in the description for you guys. If it's not there, just let me know and I will definitely get you a link. But if I can't find this one, I will find something as comparable as I can. So I'm going to do an ombre on a few of these nails. So I'm taking the pigment and really working it around the cuticle area. And then once it gets about halfway down the nail, I just start like kind of tapping it out and it makes a really easy ombre. So then I pulled away the liquid latex. So satisfying. I love it. Actually, my daughter likes doing this part. She's like, ooh, let me do it, Mom. Let me do it. This was a 2-pack, so I gave her the pink one. And she put it over the whole palm of her hand and let it dry and then peeled it off. She said it was so satisfying. I think probably most of us as kids would put like glue on our hands and then like let it dry and peel it off. So this is like an easier way of doing that, and she loved it. So I let her have fun with the whole bottle. She just went nuts. But anyways, so I'm going to do the ombre on this nail as well. And I left this one in, even though it's exactly the same, because I had a little bit of difficulty with this one. So once I got about halfway down the nail, like I said, I started tapping it out and it got a little bit too thick, too concentrated, I guess I should say. So I'm going to show you how I fixed that. I just took some alcohol, a very light amount, on a cleanup brush and kind of pushed it back up the nail. And it got a pretty good fade, but it was still a little too harsh for my liking. So I just went in again and lightly tapped out over that area. And then used a fan brush to make sure I dusted off all the excess. And again, the satisfying pool. So the last one I'm going to show you is this black one. And I'm just going to cover the whole thing in hollow. And so easy. You guys know how to do this. But again, it's about the satisfaction of it. It's so satisfying to me to watch the hollow coat the nail. And oh, look at the rainbow reflect. It's just so pretty. I love it. I told you guys these nails were so simple to do, but you know, New Year's is all about the bling and the glitter. So I thought some hollow with some bling would be perfect. So I'm using this glue gel, again, the She Modern one, just to top the pigment that I had laid down. I really could have just gone directly in with a top coat, and I kind of wish I would have. I went in with a very, very thin amount of this, but I feel like the nails did get a little bit bulky, so next time I would just go in directly with the top coat instead of the glue gel and then the top coat. But when you're using the She Modern pigments, it is good to top coat it with the glue gel just because it helps to seal it in. If you use a top coat on the She Modern pigments, they can smear, and this glue gel helps keep that from happening. So with the pigment here, though, the hollow pigment, that wouldn't have happened. I don't think it was pretty set in place already because this glue gel is just so nice. So I could have really just gone right in with top coat. But oh well. So after that, I cleaned off the sticky layer because, again, it is the glue gel. And then I used my manicure brush to really clean up the cuticles. And now I'm going to go in and apply some bling to my two solid hollow nails. So I'm just using my rhinestone gel that I always use. If you guys can see on this nail, there's like a bit of white there kind of around the cuticle. That is because I didn't like the way that the line of the polish was looking around my cuticles. So I just took a file and cleaned it up. And I hit that top there when I did it. So it took it off, and I could have fixed it, but I was just going to go on top with rhinestones anyways, so I just thought whatever and continued. So I'm not putting any top coat on this yet like I normally do. I normally would apply the rhinestone gel and then the top coat, but I've noticed when I do larger clusters like this, that causes the gems to kind of slip around a bit too much. So when I'm doing that, the bigger clusters, I just leave it with just the rhinestone gel, and then I top coat after I apply all of the rhinestones. So I made this kind of triangular formation around the cuticle, just getting smaller and smaller with the sizes. And then now, still without having cured anything, I'm going to apply my top coat. And I'm doing this without curing because if I was to cure it, you might see some of those edges of the rhinestone gel, but with the top coat, it kind of helps melt those edges down and really blends it into the nail really well. So that's why I apply the top coat before I cure. So now I'm doing the same thing on my next nail, but I'm going to start with one of these larger gems. So I'm just going to start with a diamond, and then I added these two kind of teardrop or like elongated teardrops. I was kind of out of frame for those, so I just laid them on there, and then you guys see them. So I'm also adding some flat back rhinestones onto this nail, and for some reason when it comes to bling, I just get a little bit out of frame sometimes. So I apologize. You guys did get to see me lay down a lot of these stones, but I mean, hopefully you can see the formation of them. And if you have any questions about how I laid them, let me know. I'd be happy to tell you. but basically I just added the flat back rhinestones in between the gaps of where the bottom gaps there, where the diamond and the teardrop ones were, and then I added 2 of them just straight down from the bottom point of the diamond. I hope that makes sense. But anyways, so I added the top coat again, just like on the other nail, and then I used a smaller brush to add top coat along the back edge. You want to make sure that you coat all along where the edges are so you don't have any snagging, and it really keeps those on really, really well for the duration of your set. And then I'm just going to use the same top coat. It is a Model 1's top coat. I love their top coats. They're my favorites. So I'm just using those to go over the other nails as well. And I'm showing you guys those because the top coat really brought out the holographic look of the HOLO pigment. So I left that in for you guys. I had a black smudge because I had tried to do the ombre on this nail with a black pigment, but I didn't like the way it looked, so I took it off and just went with the HOLO. So that's why I had that black smudge on the tip, but I wiped it off and we are done. After curing the top coat, I just applied my cuticle oil, again by Model 1's, and rubbed that in, and then my set is complete. Let me know what you guys think down below. I know it's a simple set, but I wanted to do something easy for you guys that you all could do for your New Year's looks. And it only took me, I don't know, maybe half an hour, and that's because of the crystal clusters. They do take a little bit longer, so have fun with it. Let me know if you guys have any questions, suggestions, or requests for different sets. I love to hear from you. Make sure you hit like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys all next time. Bye!